Okay. Gotta get it on here. Get it all set up. Get my hair did here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did we just witness? 3, 2, 1. Yo! What's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network. And I told you guys on Twitter and on Discord I would wear this damn thing if the Hogs got to win. Not going to shave the beard, but I'll wear this. I don't think it's on. I can't get it on right. I tried. It's in my. I don't know if I can keep this on. This is driving me crazy. Wow. I was so prepared. I'm not gonna lie. I was writing out my notes. Here's how the Razorbacks found a way to lose this game, and they didn't. The defense prevailed. Are you kidding me? Give Odom his extension. I mean, how do you not love what just happened? How's your coach, the Pirate, now? Wow, that was. I think Bryles studied some Washington film. I think that's what he did. That was incredible. I'll start off by saying this. This wig, I swear to God. Why did I commit to this? I don't know. You guys keep asking me to shave the beard, and I'm trying to make you happy with something. But, wow. It's Steven Tyler. That's kind of what it looks like, right? There's a little bit too much blonde, but, lead singer of Aerosmith, that's what this is. It's Steven Tyler, circa early 2000s. I'll say this. The offense, let's start with the bad first, okay? Let's start off with the negative. And the negative being that the offense kept finding ways to screw up and kill their drives, dropping balls, the stupid double reverse that has yet to work for Kendall Bryles. Throw that play in the garbage can for the love of all things holy. Get rid of the double reverse. It doesn't work, Kendall. It doesn't work. I want you guys to do me a favor. If you have an iPhone, I don't know how to operate a Droid. I haven't owned a Droid phone in like 10 years. I want you, okay, on the phones, you scroll down. There's a little record button. I want you to record what I'm about to say, and then what I want you to do is take that to Twitter and tag Kendall Bryles. You ready for this? I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give you just a second. Get ready. I want you to record this, and then I want you to forward it, and I want you to tag Kendall Bryles. You ready? Did you hit the record button? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Dump the double reverse in the garbage. Stop using it. It doesn't work. You apparently don't have the personnel to run the play. It doesn't work. Nobody's going to fall for the double reverse. I love you, Kendall. I promise. Dump it. Okay. In scene. All right, now you can stop recording. Other than that, there were a lot of things wrong. Obviously, look, you didn't have Burks. I don't know what the hell happened to Burks. I don't know what happened to something about a brace on Boyd's knee or on his leg, his right knee, right foot. Knox was out of the game. You did, and you gotta give Kendall Bryles that much. You found a way to win without any of your true, like the guys that we've been bragging on all offseason. Your true your true all-conference caliber players were not in this game. And you found a way to win. And he did score. Not a lot, but he did score. Joseph Fouché, I tried telling you guys. I had people in my chat, but Fouché misses tackles. Fouché he's going to get beat out by somebody. And he probably will. 2 picks. The defense, Bumper Pool had 2 pass breakups in the first half. I think he ended the game with like 1,900 tackles. Real stat, it was like 19 tackles. He was in on every play. The kid was gassed. The man was gassed. I've been telling y'all, that dude is an all-conference caliber linebacker. 2 pass breakups. 19 tackles. Okay, that was ridiculous. Front 7, they were getting pressure. We talked about this all last week. Getting pressure with your front 3, not affording to bring any extra pressure from anywhere else. You had to find it. Oh, Lord. You had to get some sort of consistency up front in the backfield on Mississippi State. Force KJ Costello to make mistakes. He did it. This Mississippi State, we didn't know what we were dealing with. We talked about this yesterday. I had no idea. I had no confidence in my pick at all. It's probably the least confident pick I've ever made, and I think I had Arkansas losing 46-20. I completely should have known better about Odom, that he was going to have his guys ready. He didn't just have them ready. He had them on another level. I don't know. That was incredible. Now, LSU, vastly overrated, had no business being in the top 10. And what happened today, not only did it exploit Mississippi State, I'm going to give them props. Their defense, I completely underestimated their defense. They were pretty good tonight. But at the same time, Arkansas just kept shooting themselves in the foot. They kept tripping over their own laces. I think they ended up with at least 3 drop passes. I think at least one of which would have been a first down. A lot of mistakes on the offensive side of the ball. Not so much flags, but like I said, the drop balls and then just broken plays. We saw that at least once. And that's going to happen, especially when you don't have your leaders out on the field, which the Razorbacks did not have on offense. You think about what they didn't have on defense. Dorian Gerald wasn't out there. There were a couple other key guys that weren't playing. They found a way to win with limited personnel. I still believe they're probably bottom 4 in total talent in the SEC on the defensive side of the ball, and Odom is the difference maker. He is the X factor, like I've been saying all offseason. He's your X factor. What has been missing all offseason or all the last 2 years? Coaching. It's coaching. Yes, talent, but coaching. It's such a huge difference. I couldn't be more proud of this Razorback football team. The physicality, the level of physicality that they play at is unbelievable. They are a hard-nosed defense. In this year, that could be your identity this year. It's obviously you've already won one game against a ranked Mississippi State football team. First win in a really long time against a ranked opponent. First win. I mean, we could go down the list of what just happened tonight. First win in hang on, I'm trying to pull it up here. Of course, I didn't write it down. First SEC win in a really long time. That's really just at the end of the day. That's what happened here. I'm getting text messages. My phone's blowing up. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Your last conference win was against Florida so many years ago now. It feels like an eternity. I don't really know if Arkansas can afford to have what happened today on offense the rest of the year. Again, Mississippi State, who I did underestimate on defense, I do think they're a pretty solid defense. But I don't know if you can afford to go the rest of the year with the kind of performance that we saw on offense, with the defense continuously having to the defense having to continuously bail out the offense. I don't know if we can get a whole lot of wins this year from that. We're going to have to reassess our picks for the rest of the year. As I always do, I did the same thing with basketball. Before they got into conference play, we had pre-conference and then we had post-conference picks. We're going to have to all the Hog Talk guys, Kyle and I will be live not live, sorry, but we'll be talking on Friday on that podcast. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about being on that podcast. That's going to be, or hosting that podcast on Friday. I'm excited. That's going to be fun. That's the first podcast we've ever recorded that was after an Arkansas SEC victory in football. I'm really excited for that. So you guys you guys stay tuned for that. Of course, we'll have a podcast out on Monday. Yeah, it's we're going to have to take a deep look into what happened in this game, but then where do we go now? Can they get more wins? Of course they can. Of course they can. I had them at 2-8. And by the way, the other teams I said they would beat, Mizzou and Ole Miss. And I definitely think those games are winnable. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not get a chance to catch up on today's football. Going to try and do that later tonight and tomorrow. Just watch pre-recorded stuff and what have you. Whoop. I can't believe that. We played Georgia better than Auburn. In that wig, you're looking like Cher. Nice wig. For those of you just joining, I said it in our Discord. If you're in our Discord paying attention, you would know. And I said it on Twitter. I will wear a wig if we get a win. I'm not shaving the beard. The beard's not coming off, but I'll put on a wig when we get that win. Give Odom a raise now. I agree. I love Barry Odom. Odom was the difference maker tonight. I don't know what the answer is on offense. I mean, obviously, you got to get healthy. We got to find out what's going on with Boyd and Burks and Knox. Woods is for sure going to be doing burpees and bear crawls probably Monday. Woods, I mean, they were trying to just find ways to give that game back to Mississippi State there at the end. Just impressed. Let me go down the list here really quick. So these are the notes that I have. Obviously, the Brooks pick six was huge. Brooks played his ass off tonight. That was the very first pick six since 2016. The first pick six in 4 years. Hogs had two opportunities to get Mississippi State off the field on, I want to say it was the 11-minute drive, or the drive that happened at 11-something minutes to go in the first quarter. I think that was about the time we were able to catch the game when I started being able to have access to the game. Shout out to Luke Never Shaves, by the way, on Twitch. If you guys have trouble watching the game, he almost always will have them live streamed over there on Twitch. It's TWITCH. But so I caught that, and on that same drive, they had 2 fourth-down conversions on the same draw play, which, by the way, ended up getting stuffed in the fourth quarter. That's called adjustments. That's called making halftime adjustments or making adjustments quarter by quarter, series by series. That's what you saw happen. Finally, Odom snuffed that out, and it cost Mississippi State the game. And that's just good coaching. That's just solid coaching. You go back, if you get a chance to go back and watch that game, look, every third, fourth, and short, they went to the draw, and Odom snuffed it out. It was a great play by him. It was a good job by Mississippi State, who kept doing that and stuck to their guns on that. But I don't know. That's a difficult play call to make in the fourth quarter in that situation. The Burks drop in the first quarter on, I believe, I think it was Arkansas's either first or second drive. That drop was a drive killer. The drops killed them. I think they had to have had 4 drops. I don't put all of this on Kendall Briles. The broken play, the fumble, you cannot put that all on Briles. The double reverse, I'm going to stick with don't do that again. That needs to stop. It hasn't resulted in even a positive yard yet. And I think they've ran it, twice, 3 times? First possession late in the first quarter, Hogs go 3 and out in less than 30 seconds. You need to respond. the KJ Jefferson fumble inside the 5-yard line. Hogs turn the ball over. Why do people think swapping out quarterbacks? I get they have a package for KJ. We talked about that all offseason. They're going to have a package for KJ. I had someone in my comment section a year ago tell me that KJ Jefferson had the feet of Darren McFadden and the arm strength of Ryan Mallett. Let that soak in for a minute. No. And I'm not hating on KJ. I think he's got a really high ceiling. But if you go back and watch his last run, he looks like he does not look as fast as people think that he is. He can run folks over. I mean, he's not a Cam Newton type, but he will run folks over. He's a physical runner, and he is pretty quick for his size. But he got exploited there, and that offensive play calling got exploited there inside the 5, inside the 8, somewhere around in the 8 or 5-yard line. I don't know why you swap out quarterbacks there when it's that close of a game. And I had a feeling from that point on this is going to be a close game, and that could have just cost us. And then he ended up turning the ball over. It's never a good idea. And not to mention, you bring him in, and they're the 2 most predictable plays that you're going to run with KJ. They're running plays. Didn't try a little read option, maybe a fake pass over the middle to find Hudson Henry wide open. By the way, Hudson Henry got his touchdown, baby. How awesome was that? But no, I didn't like that swapping out quarterbacks in that situation. I didn't like it. And not just because it resulted in a fumble, just because I didn't like it. I thought with that long throw by Felipe Franks, he was feeling it, baby. He was feeling it. Let the guy get it done. Let him get it done. I think at that point, Burks was still on the field. Knox was on the field. I don't remember if Boyd was or not. Boyd did end up leaving the game. One thing, too, the pass protection was a little off and on tonight. For the most part, it wasn't terrible, but they did get to him and they did pressure Felipe Franks. They forced him out of the pocket. Felipe Franks was more hot than cold today. I thought every throw, but outside of maybe one or two, I thought he outplayed Costello. And KJ Costello, I mean, you do that to any team, throw for over 600 yards, that's a big deal. I get it, especially against one that has the kind of talent that LSU has. But like I said, LSU was depleted. Mississippi State, there was so much hype involved around that victory that they should have, that was just so overhyped. They're a beatable team, and Arkansas just beat them. Arkansas just broke their losing streak in the SEC against the mighty Mississippi State Bulldogs. No, they're vastly overrated, just like LSU was. And, fourth quarter, you got that huge takeaway. I think that was Fouché. Was that Fouché's, or was that the punt return or the punt fumble? I can't remember. But once again, I don't know how many times do they score off of takeaways tonight? Once? Again, this is all fresh right after postgame. I've got a million things running through my head. They could not do anything once they got the ball. The offense just couldn't do anything. You do have to give Mississippi State credit, but again, they just kept killing themselves. And it does go back to, and I know I'm going to get someone in the comments later, Ty, they were missing Burks and Boyd and Knox, and I get that. I understand that. That's true. But at the same time, I just felt like the play calling was very questionable most of this game. They started missing tackles, and I think a lot of that in the third and fourth quarter. But it wasn't like a problem. It was like a couple of times. Bumper pull at one point. It was on a fourth and 3 scenario, or maybe it was 3rd and 3. Bumper pull, crashes down. He's there. He read the play. Odom called it right, and he missed the tackle. And running back was able to bounce outside and get the first down. Missed tackles weren't a problem tonight, but it happened. It happened more than the score would lead you to believe that it happened. But it wasn't a problem tonight, but it did happen. And I'm sure they'll improve on that as the year goes on. The other thing, too, I've noticed, Franks is holding on to the ball way too long. I don't know why. Get rid of the ball. Good Lord. Is it coming off this way? It's so itchy, y'all. I'm dying under here. Under this wig. It's itching in the back of my neck and my ears. It's getting in my mouth. Throw the ball away. He's holding on to the ball too long, and he's trying to make something happen out of nothing. Get rid of the ball. And back on defense for a second, I put this down because it happened at a pivotal moment in the game. When the play starts to break down, Odom adjusted to this. This is kind of Leach. This is something they practice. Mississippi State practices. Everywhere Leach has been, this is something they practice. When the play breaks down and the quarterback's able to get outside of the pocket, what they'll do is they'll have a receiver, if he's obviously at that point he's done with his route, if he's on the same side of the field as the quarterback, they go into this mode, and I heard them talk about it a little bit, the commentators of the game. They go into this kind of scramble quarterback mode where the play is broken down, and someone's going to either run a shallow route right over the middle, they're going to break loose, get open, and the quarterback, if he's smart enough, if he makes his reads properly as he's out of the pocket, he's going to throw to that. It's essentially a check down, kind of like a last-second check down throw that's on a route that's not designed for the play. They do it, and honestly, they let it happen one time, and other than that, Arkansas completely snuffed it out. It was impressive. I'm telling you, this was the most impressive defensive game I've seen from Arkansas maybe since 2014. That was, you remember when Paul Rhodes was the defensive coordinator. That was 14, right? Or was that 15? Good Lord. I'm telling you guys, I'm going about 1,000,000 miles an hour here. Really impressed by what Odom was able to do tonight, what that defense was able to achieve tonight. It was impressive. There's just no doubt. There's no other word There's not even a word that can describe what we saw tonight. They snuffed out an offense that went up and down the field against LSU. Again, I think LSU looking at a rough, long year. What a win. What a win. Wow. Mississippi State, their fans, we have a few here that do follow me. They do comment. I actually had a pretty good talk with one during the basketball season. He and I kind of became friends. We were hitting each other up in the DMs. Most Mississippi State fans that I've interacted with here on social media and on YouTube have been really nice. Mike Neal, is that his name? He usually comes through here. Is he in our chat? It was a good football game, hard-fought game. Felipe seems frazzled a lot. He did, but he didn't panic under pressure, and that's something I'm going to give him. Ty needs to happy dance. I'm itching here. I'm dying. This wig is killing me. Barry Odom in the defense, get the game ball. Absolutely, John Doe, I agree. Billy Bob, as a Dog fan, I'm proud of Pittman. So you're a Georgia Bulldog fan. Couldn't believe it. I had Arkansas at 2-8 coming into the year. At one point, I had them at 0-10. Boy, did they prove me wrong on so many levels. Today was not a good day for me in terms of picks, score prediction, whatever. You know what? You know who's the most happy about that? It's this guy right here. That all my picks, the SEC picks, I'm so happy today. Like, I could care less that I'm wrong. I've already had tweets or text messages, DMs. I've already had it. Ty, you were wrong about these guys. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm actually loving it. Today was a good day, y'all. Today was a good day. I don't care about anything else. That penalty at the end, though, yeah, that was stupid. If Bumper doesn't get a Defensive Player of the Week, it's bullshit, says John Shelton. I agree 110%, man. Wig looks humid. Dude, I'm telling you. I promised I'd wear it. Promised I'd wear it the whole live stream, and I'm doing just that. Luke Stoltz says, ISU first win. Did they beat Oklahoma? No. Did they beat Oklahoma? Are you serious? I'm so behind, y'all. Let's go over these numbers really quick. Dude, OU fans, let me tell you something. Did they really? Did that happen? Let's pull up the scores. We'll go over the 37-30 Iowa State. I love it. The Big 12 is sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Well, what is it with Duke? Duke is giving everybody fits. They're not winning games. Virginia Tech wins 38-31 on that one. LSU beat Vanderbilt 41-7. Texas A&M today. Virginia Tech, yeah, we already talked about that. Clemson beat Virginia pretty easily, 41-23. Clemson's just, I don't know why who's going to beat them. Bama looked pretty good today. I don't have all my scores up. What a day. What a day. I'm so happy OU lost, says Mr. Bloodline. Talk about the stupid penalty. So I didn't see the whole thing. If you're talking about the Mike Woods penalty, there's no doubt, and I mentioned that earlier, he's going to be doing burpees. He's going to be doing bear crawls. He's going to be doing up downs. God, I hated up downs. I don't know what I hated more, bear crawls or up downs. He's going to be doing it, and he should. And that's another thing no one's really mentioned. Pittman chewing that ass. Pittman was on him. When he talks to fans, when he does the social media stuff, he's like a big cuddly bear. You just want to go up and give him a hug. And he is chewing Mike Woods' ass. We haven't seen that. I didn't see that last week. He was chewing that rear end, and I loved every second of it. He's coaching them up, baby. That's something they didn't get the last 2 years, and it happened. He could have cost us the game. He could have. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. I hope R.J. Young is crying. R.J. Young, honestly, has just accepted the Big 12 is garbage. It is. I'm sorry. It's a sad day when Oklahoma State is the best that your conference has to offer. I'm just saying. Play the vid, Ty. Let's hear Hogs and Cal going wild. I don't have – what are you talking about? What video? Bumper pull. Fouché definitely players of the week. Fouché was unbelievable. 2 picks tonight. Let's go over the numbers really quick here, as we always do in these post games. Felipe Franks, 20 of 28. Now, he's yet to throw for 300 yards in a game, but they didn't have to tonight. 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Traylon Smith tonight showed that he could get to that outside edge, but the blocking up front, run blocking it's going to be a problem this year. They're going to have a difficult time, and this offense relies so heavily on them getting the run game going. That's why I said tonight you need to start off throwing the ball, spread things out, and that way you start to get north-south running. When you get north-south running, all of a sudden east-west running happens. All of a sudden you can hit the outside edge. They just couldn't get anything really going tonight. But Traylon, 14 carries, 48 yards. Rakeem Boyd, 8 for 28. Neither one of those guys broke 4 yards a carry. Arkansas's run game this year not off to a very good start. We'll see if that has more to do with who they're playing versus any other issues, but I think it's a little bit of both. Devion Warren, a career game tonight. 4 catches, 100 yards. It's 25 yards a catch. Yards after reception. Devion Warren and I think Mike Woods had one that was got a few yards after the catch. That matters, y'all. How about Traylon in the passing game? 5 catches, 22 yards. Hudson Henry, 4 catches, 20 yards, and a tutty. Y'all were ready to give up on him, not going to lie. So were Kyle and I. Kyle and I kind of wrote him off. He got hit last week. He took himself out of the game, or at least that's what was rumored. Hey, 4 catches, 20 yards, a tutty. He's a redshirt freshman, y'all. He's a redshirt freshman. No mistakes today. That's a big one. Special teams, much improved. Obviously, much improved. Moving over to what Mississippi State did on offense. Listen to this. KJ Costello, 43 of 59. Look, that's not bad. 43 completions out of 59 attempts is honestly pretty good. But if you watch, the biggest reason for the completion ratio is he threw high percentage throws. And you may ask, what are you talking about? Arkansas's defense, the zone coverage was so good. They were sticking to their guys, covering their gaps, that it forced KJ Costello to throw to his checkdowns. Those are going to be high percentage, typically wide open guys, wide open plays, with no one really around you, and you're going to be able to pick up a few yards heading north. And that's how you're able to rack up pass completion percentage, but then look at his completion yards per completion. 5 yards per completion. That's a sign that what Odom did, forcing them to throw to the checkdowns, mattered. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. KJ comes into this game looking like an All-American. He exits the game looking like a not even all-conference. That's just a result of a couple of things. Costello, vastly overrated coming into the week. He may have a good rest of the season. I don't know. I wasn't that sold on him. What I watched, it was a lot of LSU mistakes. Not wrapping up, not making tackles, not getting to the point of attack. It seems like at times corners were just lost. This was a completely different defense that they faced. This was a prepared, well-coached Odom Razorback defense. It forced him to settle for these checkdowns. 3 picks, 1 touchdown. He averaged 5 yards per completion. Threw the ball 59 times. On the ground, Mississippi State kind of got a little something going. Dylan Johnson, 9 for 39. That's 4 yards a carry and a touchdown. Jaquavius Marks, 10 carries, 37 yards. That's just south of 4 yards a carry. But overall, you held them to 3.6 yards per carry with only 1 touchdown on the ground. Osiris Mitchell, a guy that you got to be concerned about, 5 catches tonight, 61 yards. They've played 2 really good receivers in back-to-back weeks and more or less, maybe not shut them completely down, but damn near. Jaden Whaley, is that how you Wiley, whatever, 6 catches, 56 yards. Marks, 10 catches, 50 yards. And again, that's how they run the ball. It's not a traditional hand the football off. It's a, shovel pass or whatever, or throw out in the flats. That's their version. That's the air raids version of running the football. Dylan Johnson, 8 catches, 35 yards. Malik Heath, 5 for 27. And Javonte Payton had 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. Let's go to total team stats here really quick. Of course, they don't give you, unfortunately, the total defensive stats. That's what I'm most curious about. Who Bumper Pool ended with 19 tackles tonight. Third down efficiency. Once again, this is something else they're going to have to get. They've got to get this figured out. They were 5 of 14. The Razorbacks were on third down conversions. They've got to get better there. They had 275 total yards of offense to Mississippi State's 400 yards. They're going to get their yards. They're going to move the ball. It's what keeps them in games. And when they face better, talented, I'm not going to say better defenses because right now Arkansas looks pretty damn good on defense. When they play more talented defenses that have more depth, more quality depth, you're going to see those points per game just start to drop. And already, I mean, you go from what you did last week to 14 points this week. Passing yards again, we already talked about that. The no mistakes is such a big deal. 5 penalties for 40 yards. They did turn the ball over twice. Mississippi State turned the ball over 4 times, 1 fumble, 3 interceptions. Is that right? That ain't right. They didn't throw 2 picks.
I was just going to be on slides, bundling and say.
Shut up, you ad. They didn't throw 2 picks tonight, did they? That's not right. Franks didn't throw a pick. Did he? Y'all help me out. Did he throw a pick tonight? Well, and the other thing, too, I don't know what was going on. The game, so we're watching over on Twitch, and we wouldn't get to watch an entire series. Like, the ESPN wouldn't flick back over to the game. I guess that had something to do with it being on the alternate channel, and I definitely missed some of the game. I didn't think he threw a pick tonight. Well, of course, I can't pull it up here. I wanted to pull that up. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, game? That's going to drive me crazy. Georgia won that game, the final of 27-6. I thought it was more than that. It was more than that, wasn't it? Maybe not. Y'all, I'm tired. It is 10:30. I'm so tired. Okay. Loving you. I didn't think he threw 2 picks tonight. Box score. No, he didn't throw 2 picks. Why does the team stats show that he threw 2 picks? Am I crazy? He didn't throw 2 picks. Well, your hair looks like shit, so I'm sorry, John. You don't like it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to upset you. Third and short, they snap it shotgun, they stuff retarded. Yeah, I know. SEC alternate has the worst picture quality. It does, doesn't it? SEC alternate was terrible tonight. SEC doesn't have HD. It's 360. It's higher than 360, surely. No, I'm not talking about Arkansas's defense. I'm talking about Felipe Franks. I don't think he threw a pick, and for some reason ESPN team stats shows that he threw 2 picks. But the box score says none. I don't recall him throwing even 1 pick tonight. Regardless, it was good football. It was good football. I really liked what I saw. The Razorbacks, so you're 1-1. How about that? 1-1 in conference plays. You get ready for Auburn. Wow. We'll get into that next week. It's going to be fascinating. This is going to be an interesting game to break down. Yes, I picked Auburn to win the SEC West, and nobody's more excited that they didn't win today. And Georgia is clearly a lot better on both sides of the ball than maybe we thought after that Arkansas game. We all knew how good they were on defense. Alabama definitely looks like the better team, but Arkansas is going to take them on. It's the 10th at 3 p.m. on SEC Network. Good God, I hope that's not on the alternate. I'm telling y'all, SEC alternate is terrible. But this year, we can't act like COVID-19 hasn't had an impact. It has. Absolutely has. In this game, I would say Arkansas was outnumbered. I don't know about Mississippi State's COVID. The one Mississippi State fan that I was able to reach out to and talk to about it, he said as far as he knew, there was only a couple of guys, but he's not on board, so he's not entirely sure. So, and I wasn't reading a whole lot of Mississippi State media this week, didn't have time. But I would say that Arkansas, when you want to talk about who was at the biggest disadvantage, let's see. No Burks. No Boyd. Where was Knox? Dorian Gerald. Freaking cowbells. On the road. Like, who had the bigger disadvantage tonight? And it was Arkansas, and they still found a way to get a win. I'm excited for this Auburn game. Again, we're gonna try and break this thing down. God only knows how we're gonna do that. But I think Arkansas has a shot here against Auburn. Now, they're going to play better talent. There's way more talent at Auburn than Mississippi State. This could be something that looks similar to in terms of defense, front seven, to what Auburn has on defense on their front seven and what Georgia has on their front seven. But Georgia definitely better. I think they're better coached on both sides of the ball, and I think that they have a little bit better personnel, no doubt about that. Big Cat for Auburn is going to be a problem for the Razorbacks. A lot of things the Razorbacks got to get worked out. On offense this week, they have to figure out how to stay in rhythm. They would have one really good, fast, high-tempo drive, and then you wouldn't see it the rest of the night. That happened a little bit against Georgia. They're going to have to find some consistency on the offensive side of the ball. Just not, and again, I get it. You're missing pieces. You didn't have time, during the offseason to really get your offense installed. I get it, or at least to the level of where you could run it at this high tempo. We just haven't seen a fully put together game by the offense. We'll see how they do against Auburn, who I definitely think is better than Mississippi State on defense. So they're going to have to get some things figured out. It's another road game. Luckily, no stupid-ass cowbells. We're going to have to start a petition to ban those cowbells. I think that's the dumbest thing. I don't know why the hell they're allowed to do that. So, all right, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to take this wig off. Thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. Bumper Bull had a great game. Yeah, we talked about that. 19 tackles, 2 pass breakups. And those pass breakups, that's one of the most underestimated stats on defense. Pass breakups matter. Saw a tweet that Nix was mad about the play calling. I love it when fans think why would you be happy with that kind of production? Nobody would be, right? But you're probably not wrong. I'm scared of Florida and Bama, says Mrs. Grolove. Oh, yeah. Florida on offense, I don't know about their defense. They look a little shaky on defense. Bama's just going to be – they're going to be Bama. Chad Morris was dialing up dumbass plays. Well, Ty, you need a haircut, dude. I know. I'm telling you guys, I was going for the Steven Tyler look. Didn't really work out. Okay. Try to scroll up here. Ty, your boy tried to tell me what, Mike? What are you talking about? Nobody got Bobby Boucher joke. I'm disappointed. RJ loves Arkansas. He's the only one who talks up the Hogs. Yeah, RJ's a good dude. I think when RJ's he's good at what he does. He works for ESPN, I guess. Always recommend going and watching RJ. He definitely expanded his audience a lot when he started talking about the Razorbacks. He's gone more from being just talking Oklahoma to talk, a little bit about everybody, which is always that helps your expansion on YouTube so much. I don't do that here. I get asked that all the time. Why don't you talk more about the other SEC teams? I'm just not interested. I just want to talk about the Hogs. I realize my channel could be far larger if I did expand. I have given it some thought. But there's also a lot of other things that go into that. Time. I barely have time to keep up with what's going on in Arkansas. What'd it be, Ty? What's your pick for next week? I'm not going there yet, Thomas. I don't know. I got to watch today's game. I got to try and get some research done this week. If I had to softball it, if I had to give you kind of a rough look at it, I'd probably favor Auburn just because of talent, just because it's on the road. But with Odom coaching defense, and unless, again, this offense just has not shown me anything. And I'm not faulting Briles for that. I'm not faulting Felipe Franks, although I thought Felipe Franks was mostly terrific tonight. You take away those 4 drops, just take away 3 of them. He's going to have more yardage. His pass completion percentage is going to be a lot higher. I think, for the most part, I thought Felipe Franks was great. But Kendall Briles is really yet to show me anything, and that's expected. It's year 1, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But still, it matters, right? It matters what we're talking about. It's relevant. He hasn't shown me anything that says that you can beat teams like Auburn just yet. Show me something, right, on offense. No, offense need to get their shit together, says Sean. I agree. Offense is just it's really hurt. It's really hindered this team. Like You talk about what happened in Georgia, then you fast forward to Mississippi State. They look like they're going to get some momentum going, some rhythm, and then they fumble the ball inside the 5. Now, that's not so much on Kendall, but then again, maybe it is. He's the one that did, you called for that quarterback swap. You brought KJ in when Felipe Franks was dialed in, and you bring in KJ. Like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know. Everybody go like this video. Hit the thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate that, John. Okay. Yeah. Like the video. Share the content. Tap the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're over 400,000 views, over 3,000 subscribers. I'm so tired. I'm telling you guys. I probably got red eyes. Are they red? Really appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you would, please check out all the links provided for you down below in the description box. If there's a Hog Talk podcast link for you if you want to get caught up on the Hog Talk episodes, those are provided for you. If you want to become a member of the PTN Patreon page, it's $4 a month minimum. That's it. $4 a month goes towards helping out the channel. If you don't want to do a monthly thing, there is a PayPal provided for you as well. It's easy peasy. Okay, Ty, best Hog show on the interwebs. Good night, all. Let's enjoy this later, Ty. Hey, thanks again, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I mean that. Can't wait. Monday show is going to be lit. I plan on having a Monday show. Things could always change. All right, this wig, it's over. Oh, my God. I feel like my neck just everything. I could breathe out of my neck. Looking for all the... See you, Ty. All right. Yeah. Again, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you Monday, and we'll do an Auburn video breakdown as well. So look for that probably towards the end of the week. Woo Pig Suey. We'll talk to you guys later. Oh, look at me. I'm all flushed. I'm all just hot and bothered. Oh, my goodness.